Hello to all you nifty nerds, gaming goons, and joystick jockeys out there in Pixel Land. Yakis. This is Double Shift. And it's a show where seasoned game industry vets talk about the intro of the show Northern Exposure because we like moose.
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I thought you might like that. I don't know why, but I thought you might.
I never watched it, but I knew
I didn't either. But I love the intro because it had a moose. And moose is like my favorite. I have a moose? I have a moose here somewhere. I guess not.
You're right. That's all I thought of, too. When you said it, I thought a moose. I don't know why.
Yeah. Moose. Moose and squirrel. But before we get to that, let's talk about video games. How much today?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
A little bit.
Sounds good to me. I am your host.
Oh,
yeah. There you go. Let's try it again. Let's talk about video games. How much, Danelle?
Just a little bit.
Thank you.
I don't know why my voice got a little deeper. A little bit.
Right,
I'm a English smoker. A little bit.
Yeah. Oh, right. I am your host, Mikey, a.k.a. DJ. Have fun typing that out for the graphic there, Jeff. Along with my friend, former colleague, and currently buying a Stairway to Heaven, Danelle. Oh. Say hello, Danelle.
Hello.
It's all Led Zeppelin references, that's all.
Oh, it was? How did I not notice that?
Do you know what song I was, for my DJ name, do you know what song I was singing or belting there?
I do know it. I don't know why I can't think of it.
It's an immigrant song. Immigrant song from Led Zeppelin. We also have Jeff, who's been dazed and confused for so long it's not true.
Oh no, I got a booger.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Jeff, can we put an arrow graphic to the boogie?
I got it.
I don't see anything. If that makes you feel any better.
Thanks. He's looking.
Is he looking into the arrow graphic? While he's doing that, we're gonna display our Instagram and our email right here up top. I'm not even going to say the names anymore. Well, I guess there are people who just listen and don't watch. Gosh darn it. It's Double Shift Pod, all one word. There's a gmail.com somewhere. Listen, you already know it. If you should be watching the YouTube video so you could see the boogie that Danelle had. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. YouTube, of course, is the Double Shift Podcast. Come, subscribe, like, comment, say things you like, say things you disagree with. Call me out on fact check us, you know what I'm saying? I say a lot of facts each week. I don't know if they're true. I want people to
call me live.
Or they could say, hey, have Danelle sing more 80s theme songs. You know what I mean? It's a good theme song. Fact of life. I don't know the words.
You take a look, you take a bag, you take a book, and there you have the bags of life. Wow, I just totally...
Bags of life. Love those.
I messed up that whole thing. Anyways...
It's not easy. Alright, anyways, this week's episode is blandly titled Cozy, Spooky, Cool, which, yes, is a shout-out to TLC.
Yes, that's what I thought when I heard it.
Which one was which again? Who was cool? Was that T-Buzz?
Oh, I don't know. Did they really have?
I don't know. There was 3 words and 3 of them, and they were each, you know.
I never thought about that actually.
Yeah.
Maybe I forgot.
Shout out to Crazy. I think
was that Left Eye?
I think so. She was my favorite. Anyways, we're not talking about her today. We could not talk about video games a little bit. We could just talk about Lisa Left Eye Lopez, but we won't.
Yeah.
All right. Today though, cozy, spooky, cool. We're going to be taking a break from the monsters and the ghosts and the Frankensteins and the wolves and the vampires and the ghouls and the spiders and the cannibals and the zombies and the goblins and the murderers and the more spiders and the sharks and the masked killers and the freaks and the clowns and all that spooky stuff to talk about some of the cozier games that are also Halloween themed.
Oh, cozy themed.
Cozy. Do you know what makes a game cozy?
I was just trying to think of it. Nope.
Well, we need...
Laying in bed, you walk around.
Well, no, yeah, like being bundled up, with your Nintendo Switch, that could be cozy. But I asked Google, I wanted to ask Vanessa, but I don't have a Vanessa search engine, so I asked Google.
Aww.
And Google told me a cozy game provides a low stress, non-violent, and relaxing experience by focusing on positive themes like nurturing, building, and exploration, with gentle aesthetics, calming soundtracks, and mechanics that allow players to set their own pace and enjoy simple, repetitive tasks. Very accurate to me. Key elements
Yeah.
include meaningful, low-stakes progression, creative customization, strong sense of community, warm and inviting visuals, and a focus on emotional well-being over high-pressure, combat-driven gameplay. And I
Wow.
would add to that games that make you go, ah, and sip hot coffee on a blustery fall
Ooh.
day while you have your Switch on the couch with Halloween blankets around you, and you stretch a lot and you make dad noises or whatever kind of noises. Those
Dad
games.
noises.
Yeah. Dad
Huh?
noises.
There you go. You do some better.
No, those are Jeff noises. Those are only Jeff noises. Yeah, I like those games though. Are you familiar? Like, have you played Animal
Nope.
Crossing?
Oh.
No, Animal Crossing.
No, I was just gonna say nope to whatever it is you were gonna
Yeah,
say.
that would. If there was a Donnell plays games line at the Vegas casinos, I would always take the Nope. But
I know.
you
Of
no
course.
Animal
Oh
Crossing.
yeah, yeah. Of course I did. Even when I got my Switch, I started replaying it again.
Yeah. Uh, I
I
like having
probably
you
haven't
do.
in about a month,
Okay,
but I
oh,
played
that's
it. I
fine.
was like every single day for like the last like 2 3 months. Actually, I was building up my town and getting people to come in. And my
Yeah.
sister still plays.
Okay.
She's older than me.
And you know, Animal Crossing's great. Animal Crossing for the Switch, I believe, saved us during the pandemic. It came right when the pandemic happened, and everyone's like, "Oh, I can go on vacation." And my Animal Crossing, I was going to ask you, can you do a Animal Crossing impression of any character for
Oh
us?
yeah, that the guy who sings I don't even remember his name, Tokati or whatever his name. Baby, right now, right now.
Nice. I wasn't gonna. I was like expecting maybe Tom Nook, you know.
No, I love the singing dog.
Nice. Yeah, I have a sticker of him on my
He's my all the
cooler.
songs are so weird. Meow meow meow
Yeah.
meow. I love that guy.
So yeah, Animal Crossing is cozy.
I can
Right.
see that.
That's
Yes.
cozy. But this is it's spooky season.
Yeah. How can it be
Um,
cozy and spooky? I'm confused.
there are so many. I mention
Okay.
it later, I believe, in my highly refined script here. But there's there's way too many like cozy
Huh.
and spooky games. Like for some reason, the spooky aesthetic goes with the cozy gameplay very well, and
Hmm.
there's a ton of them. And
You're gonna learn
yeah,
me today.
we're gonna learn you. So we're gonna start with one that we're gonna kind of ease in. This is one that's not necessarily, I think, that you would think of first when you think of cozy. Because when you think of cozy, you think of like walking around, collecting stuff.
Yeah.
And that game does have this, but it's also kind of like a RPG. So the first one is called Costume Quest. Have you heard of Costume Quest, Danelle?
Nope.
So Costume Quest, which is hard to say. That's why
Costume
I'm
quest.
saying it overly something or another. Costume Quest is a game from legendary Bay Area game studio
What?
called Double Fine.
What? I didn't know
This,
that there was
this,
one.
yeah, there's many legendary Bay Area game
Well,
studios.
I know, but I don't know about them.
Okay, yeah, no, Double Fine. They're awesome. Everything they make is amazing. But this game almost didn't happen. So this studio had just made a game called Brutal Legend.
Oh, I
Um,
know that one.
yeah, and so that was the heavy metal adventure game with Jack Black, which was a really great game.
Hmm.
And that was published by EA. And there were plans for a sequel, but Double Fine found out that EA had put those plans on hold indefinitely, which is, I mean, come on, EA, what you even doing? So, anyways, during the production of Brutal Legend, Double Fine held something that they called Amnesia Fortnights, which those were basically game jams. But
Okay, yeah.
this is a a fun creative company, so they called it something else. And by the way,
Yeah.
I think more companies should do game jams. Just
Yeah.
saying, they're
Yeah.
awesome and they could lead to
Exactly. People have really
great.
great ideas.
Yeah, for sure. And in this case, so the studio found out they would not be working on Brutal Legend 2, and they didn't have
Aw.
anything to work on. They didn't have anything else in the works because they thought they had that in the works. It's a smaller studio. So, anyways, they had, thankfully, the Amnesia Fortnite prototypes that they could go back to, and Costume Quest happened to be one of them.
Costume Quest. Okay.
And so, in Costume Quest, you play as one of two siblings on Halloween. One is dressed as a robot, and the other as a piece of candy corn,
Aww.
which is a terrifying costume. And I'll tell you one thing about candy corn, Danelle. It's never, and I mean ever, getting its own snack segment. I'll just say that about candy
Didn't we
corn.
already talk about it though in the snacks?
Of course, I will. No, it certainly didn't get any love. That's for sure.
Because I talked about that Halloween crunch thing that I like to make, and it had candy corn in it. Because you asked me if I liked candy corn though, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Maybe it
I
wasn't
mean-
during a snack segment.
Probably, I hope not. Listen, Jeff, if we can go back and scrub any mention of candy corn from all our episodes, that would be a great use of your time.
Aww.
But so, depending on which sibling you choose, the other is captured by a monster. That's terrifying. On Halloween. So you must gather your friends and go around collecting candy, and you collect different costumes, and you fight in
What?
turn-based RPG-like battles to rescue your sibling.
Interesting.
It's pretty straightforward. It's insanely adorable. And
Aww.
it really captures the sense of a child's like vivid imagination, because when you go, you're walking around, and you're like a little kid, and you're like kind of, clearly a costume, but then when you go into battle, the costume you're wearing becomes like a giant heroic version of itself, like they're imagining that.
Yeah.
The robot becomes a big transformer looking thing. There's a Statue of Liberty, and they become the Statue of Liberty. And then there's like a pumpkin that turns into like a headless horseman type thing.
Ooh,
that kind of
cool. I
thing.
like that.
Yeah. It's a great game. It's an innocent game. Parents play with their kids. It's super cozy. And there's a sequel as well, which is basically more of the same with a different story. As with any turn-based RPG game, it becomes a little grindy at times. You walk around, you collect things, you battle, and you repeat.
Yeah.
And it's pretty short, and I think it can probably be completed in one sitting. So that's cozy. Because
Oh.
Other RPGs take 85 days to complete, right? So, straight
Right.
24-hour sessions, 85 days, and
Yeah.
then
Yep.
you look around, you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
There was time now. And I believe you can play it on Game Pass, so sponsor us, Game Pass.
Oh, that sneaky Game Pass.
I know. Gotta get the Game Pass sponsor. Come on, someone from Microsoft must listen at some point.
I know. Do I know anyone that works at Microsoft?
I used to. I don't think I do anymore.
Yeah, same.
Same. So yeah, that's our first game. It could be more cozy. That game's hard to swaddle yourself in a blanket by the window with a cool fall
Yeah.
breeze blowing through the window while you sip on a cold brew coffee, not a beer, with oat milk based creamer. The oat kind. And there's an opening in the blanket just big enough to peer
Aw.
through, so you can see your Switch. And of course, your hands are barely coming out of the blanket, so you can hold your Switch. And you launch the game called Strange Horticulture. No, Danelle, not that kind of horticulture.
Oh, wow.
I know, sorry. Be prepared. There's a lot of no, Danelle, not that kind in this segment. Just so
Oh.
this
Alright.
game is
Bring it.
this game is an occult puzzle game
Okay.
about collecting and cataloging powerful plants. And I know that doesn't help me convince Danelle that it's no, not that kind of plants. But so just calm it down there,
Oh.
Tommy Chong. Strange Horticulture is
Tommy
kind of like
Chong.
Pokemon, but instead of pocket monsters, you collect plants. And instead of running around and battling with your pocket monsters, you run a dirty old plant shop called Strange Horticulture.
How weird.
Yeah, absolutely. Very strange concept for a game, but very cozy. You also have a black cat who sits and stares at you, most likely
What?
judging your life decisions, but you can pet the cat, and it does nothing in the game except make the cat purr.
Oh, I'd probably sit there and do that the whole
You
time.
can just pet the cat the whole time. But you do have a job. Your main
Oh.
job is to identify plants correctly and give them to customers who request them, while uncovering a larger narrative involving cults, ancient
Oh.
entities, and occult rituals.
What?
Yeah.
How
so
the
it's-
hell does this turn from plants to occults? It's interesting.
Because it's spooky cozy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
There's a genre. So you're going to start your day, you're going to open up shop. Customers arrive one at a time. Each one of them has a request. They're either going to ask for a specific plant by name or describe symptoms or effects that they need the plant for.
Oh.
They might give cryptic clues that you must interpret. There's
Hmm.
like dialogue boxes and like little character portraits, and they all look old timey and Victorian, and sometimes
Oh.
grim. Um, so yeah, so that's that. So they need plants, and then you have this big collection of unlabeled plants, and you have a book called The Strange Book of Plants, which contains some descriptions, maybe physical traits, describing the leaf, the color, the petal arrangement, how it smells, what it feels like, or even
Wow.
even sometimes it'll tell you like effects that it might have,
Hmm.
um, and so there's like hints that require you to kind of make a judgment, make deductions, and be like, I think this is the right plant for what they need, and you can
Yeah.
label them and all that kind of stuff and compare them and get clues and blah blah blah. So you're gonna then give the plant to the customer. If you choose correctly, everyone's happy. You gain
Hmm.
progress, and your reputation goes up. If you're
Hmm.
incorrect, your dread meter increases.
Oh no.
Too much dread triggers like a mini game where you must do stuff to get your focus back. I don't know. I mean, it's a mini game. So
Oh. Huh.
you serve customers, uh, and that like a little bit of the story is going to be revealed as you go along. And
Yeah.
so basically, in this town, there's a cult trying to summon
Huh.
an ancient being called the Servant. Um,
Oh.
and there's like witches in the forest, and there's local superstition, and there's rivalries and
Huh.
alliances between characters, and all revolves around this
I kind of
cult.
do want to play this.
Yeah, no, and there's no walking around. I have to say, it's all in the shop or like a map, which I'll explain in a second. But
Hmm.
it's all kind of with your balance. It's very, you know, you're solving puzzles by figuring out which plant it is, and it sounds like it's repetitive, but people like this game. So,
Hmm.
um, then you help a bunch of people. You close up shop for the rest of the day, and then after that, you can go out and explore and find different plants on this map. But it's just like text. Like it's like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm going here. Here's a clue. Here's this plant. I'm taking it back to my shop. Plants, 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 and for the last time to know, no, not that kind.
Darn. They already have a
Uh,
game for that.
yeah, they have plenty of games for that, and we've I think even talked about them.
Yep.
Shout out Schedule One, I think it was.
Yes, that's what I was trying to
Um,
think of the name. Thank you.
yeah, but nothing happened. So yeah, your choices have a direct impact on the story. If you give giving certain plants will unlock certain story elements. Sometimes you're going to
Oh.
save characters. Sometimes you're going to hurt them. And the fate of the cult and the ancient entity depends on who you help and what you provide.
Hmm.
So there's multiple endings.
Okay.
You could the cult is successful. You banish it. You control it yourself. All
Oh,
that kind of stuff.
yes.
So, what do you think? It sounds pretty cozy, right? So it sounds like you would play this game.
Yeah, I'm down with cults and occults and plants and
Yeah,
forest people and yeah,
black
heck
cats that you
yeah.
can pet. Yeah,
Yeah, I have one of those already, but
right. Sweet. Yeah, strange horror culture. I believe it's on the Switch. I know it's on Steam, but to me,
oh,
the
all right.
coziest games are with the Switch. Like I said, swaddled in the blanket.
For some reason, I
Uh,
think of Kenny when you were saying that from South Park, because all you see is just his eyes, and he's just like,
yeah,
yeah.
you make yourself into a Kenny
Mm-hmm.
without the untimely, horrible death at the end of each episode. You're just the swaddled Kenny. You're not the
Yeah.
murdered
Yeah.
Kenny. You bastards.
Nope.
Um,
Huh.
so let's continue
Cool.
the coziness with our
Yeah.
next game, uh, which is called Witchwood. It's spelled
Ooh.
Wyth
Oh,
wood,
what?
but it's still about witches. Don't fret not.
Okay.
So according to Wikipedia, I like their description, so I'm just going to read that.
Yeah.
Witchwood is a crafting adventure game set in an expressive land of gothic fables and fairy tales.
Hmm.
As the mysterious old witch of the woods, players explore strange countryside, collect magical ingredients, brew sorcerous enchantments, and pass twisted judgment upon Cryptiprius cast of characters and creatures. That's why I liked it. It had
Oh, of
a
course. That
alliteration
sounds.
at the end.
Yeah, sounds like something you would say.
Absolutely. So we're sensing a theme here, right? Crafting,
Yeah.
woods,
Yeah.
strange things, witches, magical ingredients.
Yep.
9 times out of 10, these cozy games are going to have those words. Spooky or not, by the way. But so this game is much more than that description. It actually has
Oh.
quite a dark story wrapped up in a cozy bow. Which is, I think that's what you like, right? You like dark and twisted stuff wrapped up in some niceness and coziness, right? That sums
Sure.
up your, you know, you like alcohol, but you like it to be cozy and fun,
Yeah.
basically, like
Yes.
those Angry Orchards.
Oh gosh, don't even talk. I had two of those last night. They're too sweet. They're too
Yeah,
sweet.
that's what I
I had the
expected.
berry one, the berry, I don't know what it was called, but it was part of that Jason horror pack. And
Yeah,
the berry one was way too sweet. And then I also had the pumpkin one, which
right.
actually that one was better because it wasn't
Okay.
as sweet. But I want to try the blood orange one tonight. I'm thinking that one might not. Well, look at blood. Doesn't seem like it would be so sweet, but oh gosh, I couldn't even drink more than like one and a half of them. My stomach was just like almost like heartburning. I don't know. They're so sweet.
It wasn't very good, is what you were
Oh
saying.
wow. Didn't. Anyways,
Um,
continue.
so yeah, you play as an old witch who wakes up with no memory of anything. I don't believe that the main character has a name, so let's just call her Nicholas Wong, given that she can't
Oh
remember.
my gosh, how
You
dare you?
encounter a black goat who is actually possessed by
Ew.
a demon who tells you that you had made a pact with him a long time ago, but you've forgotten it.
Oh.
Uh, so now you must live up to that pact. You must collect the souls of 12 wicked characters who have wronged others or corrupted the land.
Oh.
And so you're set out on your adventure, and Danelle, we're pulling you right back in here with this one because you're doing a lot of walking around. Um,
Love it.
this has been described as a to-do list adventure game, which is with the cozy game community is like a subgenre descriptor type thing. There's a lot of to-do list games. You get a bunch of tasks that you need to take care of while you're searching for these souls to claim. It's a lot of collecting stuff. It's a lot of crafting potions and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fetching and that kind of stuff. So, for example, you have to collect the soul of the snake. And he's a son of a gun who spreads rumors about the villagers and pits them against one another.
Oh,
Um,
that slithering snake.
yeah, kind of. I used to kind of do this in the office with Papa Harrell. I would walk up to someone and tell them, "Man, Papa Harrell was telling me that you ain't it at Call of Duty, son, and he'll scrape your dumb ass." And they would go up to Papa Harrell and be like, "I heard you were talking smack," and he would look at me and go, "Man," because I would like instigate it. So I was the snake in this situation.
Wow.
Shout out Papa Harrell. She.
Aw.
Um, so the snake uses this venom that poisons the town's water supply, which makes everyone fearful and paranoid. Kind of like Jeff when he tries some of Danelle's strange horticulture.
Wow.
It's a throwback. So then the witch has to go find a bunch of herbs, no, not that kind, and make a potion that will
Oh my
stun the snake
god.
so that the soul can be collected. From there, you can choose multiple ways to deal with the snake. You can cast a siren spell that will lead the snake into a trap that you've crafted, or you can save some of the people that the snake's terrorizing. You can learn some of the things that the snake likes to be told or hears or whatever, so you can like whisper it and trick it into come into the trap, or you can try to beat it to death. It's all very
Huh.
lengthy and involved, but at the end of the day, it's all cozy. I don't think you beat it to death, but
Oh.
um, I think you could smack it around. There's a lot of ways to do it.
Suck out
Uh,
its venom.
I don't think so. No, but I did give a very redacted version of how to pass that mission. Anyone who's a fan of this game listening that I'm um, not getting it quite right or you're mad at me about that, you can email us at doubleshiftpod at gmail.com
Yeah.
with your fan mail or retribution, rebuttals rather,
Yeah,
and I will read
rebuttals.
them live on the air. So, anyways, so this game,
Nice.
that's basically the game. You walk around, you take souls from snakes, and you make potions to do so. It gets a little repetitive. I think as most cozy games might, but the writing and the dialogue and the artwork and the graphics are all really amazing. So it's kind of like playing the Grimm fairy tale mixed with some humor and lots of collecting and crafting and walking around.
Got to get those 10,000 steps in.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think about that game? You didn't seem as drawn in as you did the strange
No.
horticulture. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
probably
Yep.
pass.
Yeah. It's a pass from now. All right, we have one more game before we get to snacks. Uh,
Yes.
which listen, I mentioned this earlier. I had my pick of the litter when it comes to not only cozy games but spooky cozy games. for the sake of this episode specifically, there's seemingly endless options out there when it comes to this genre. So if you like the one game that I mentioned or the other, the next game that might come up is going to be a reasonable facsimile thereof. I just had to sneak that in. But I chose this last one because it's called Cozy Grove.
Okay.
And I chose it because it had the word cozy in it. I could have chosen Animal Crossing on Halloween specifically, which I believe does like a special thing. But that's just one day and not the entire fall season, which we're celebrating here. And again, this Cozy Grove has the name Cozy in it. So the creator of this game said he was inspired by Animal Crossing and wanted to create a similar game, but with more of a story. So it's a life sim with a specific story. So in Cozy Grove, you play as a spirit scout, and you're tasked with soothing restless spirits to help bring balance back to the land. There's a lot of that, too, bringing balance back to the land.
Yeah.
A lot of lands are unbalanced. Like San Francisco is full of hills, right? Now, say it with me, Danelle. In this game, you walk around, you talk to creatures on the island, you go scavenging for stuff, you bring said stuff to creatures, and you go fishing, and it all takes place on an island. It's Animal Crossing, but it's Spirit Crossing. That's what makes it spooky.
It's
Spooky is spoosy.
It's spooky.
Yeah, vaffanculo. It looks cute. It sounds nice, and it's very much like Animal Crossing for the millionth time. So if you like Animal Crossing, but you're tired of playing that because you sank 1,000 hours into Animal Crossing, but you still want to play Animal Crossing, you can try out Cozy Grove. And so that's all I got to say about that. It's great. Play it.
Cozy Grove.
Lovely. But we have talked too much. We've built up a hunger. It's time to talk about snacks. Let's talk about snacks. Free.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
I like your version better. Yep.
Drop the beat.
Ooh. Snacks. Snacks. I'll eat pumpkin.
Yeah, let's talk about snacks. For those of you who don't know, snacks is where we pair some food with a video game of our choice, like you would fine wine with fancy food. And as Danelle is displaying, snacks is spelled with an X because that's our trademark. We spell snacks with an X, and my Word document gets mad at me every time. You would think it would learn by now.
Yeah, this is a word he made up.
Yeah, clearly. So yeah, what's a spooky snack that still seems cozy? When I think of fall, I think of charcuterie boards.
Ooh, I love those.
Absolutely. Salami, cheese, crackers, jams, fruits, and veg sometimes. The classic fall party board. Not very spooky though, right?
No.
But thanks to things being trendy on the internet, we've been blessed with the zombie hand charcuterie board. So today's snack is a zombie hand charcuterie board. Have you had this at a party or done this before, Danelle?
No, but I've done other ones. I've done the skeleton one. Okay. Where you like take ranch dressing. Of course, I don't like ranch, but most people do.
Yes.
And you take ranch, and that's supposed to be like the face, and you get like broccoli, and you put it around, and then you take like carrots for like the arms and the legs, and then like you just use different veggies to make it look like a skeleton. And
okay, nice.
I'm with it. I've seen people do pumpkin balls, cheese that look like pumpkins, and
spider bread bowls.
Yeah, all sorts of cool stuff. I haven't heard of a zombie hand. I'm thinking meat or something.
Yeah. I actually one of our friends did it one year, and it was a lot of fun and delicious. I like all those things. I'm not my doctor. If you're listening, I never eat those things ever. But for today's pretend time, we're doing zombie hand charcuterie board. So it's basically a gross-looking pile of rotting flesh made out of cold cuts and cheese.
Yes, I've seen this. Okay. Ugh.
Sometimes it looks really like convincing too if you use like prosciutto or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like a zombie hand or just like a decaying hand.
Ooh, I want to do this.
It's almost not appetizing in a sense, but it is because it's a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
So you're usually the way it I mean, you could. There's so many ways to skin a cat, which I don't recommend.
Oh, how dare you!
Those are gross. You should just eat salami and cheese. So you're usually going to start with a big ball of cheese. Like it could be mozzarella or like a goat cheese, but it's got to be a ball.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to get something like string cheese, or any stick-shaped cheese for like the fingers, right? So
Oh, that makes sense.
you're gonna kind of put that all together, and then it's time for the wrapping. And then the wrapping is the best part to know because you have prosciutto, mortadella, gabagool, genoa, vaffanculo, incassata, mangiame, whatever you like. Most
Wow.
of those things I just said were meat. Hopefully, no one who listens understands Italian because that was very offensive. But you're gonna layer, you're gonna wrap, and you're gonna layer, and you're gonna wrap. And you have like your raw flesh covering the cheese.
Yeah. Ugh.
And
I
there's
love
no
it.
right way to do it. Like you could have like pieces of flesh missing to expose bone, or you could put maybe some jam on parts of it to make it look like blood
Yeah.
oozing out of places. Or you could get the meat in the cheese that's like pre-rolled, and it's
Oh
kind of
yeah. Yep.
and you could have that inside. So when you cut, it looks like there's you know
Ooh.
stuff in the
I
arm and
always
all that
did
kind of
stuff
stuff.
like this when I had Halloween parties. I'd always make like eyeballs that you could
Yeah,
eat, and
grapes.
I'm totally with this kind of stuff. This is like awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun, and people like it. It's a centerpiece. It's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, so cool.
yeah. So you could do all that kind of stuff. The world is your oyster, Danelle. And in fact, if you wanted to, you could probably use oysters for guts or something. I don't know how well oysters go with salami, but you could
I
do
know.
it. You could do. My point is, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
You can make whatever you
I was just
like.
gonna say that. Oh my gosh, you were in my head. Nice.
Yes. Shout out Ti. Is it Ti? Tip. That song.
Yes.
So put it out and watch in disgust as people scrape away at the hand and place it on a cracker. Uh,
Heck yeah.
Jeff over here is a finger eater, and he ate all 5 of the fingers. And Danelle is peeling the skin back on the forearm and eating it raw. You know what I mean? Take the skin and peel it back. But doesn't it make you feel better? No? 9 Inch
What?
Nails? Alright. We had
Oh.
Ti from Ti to 9 Inch Nails. We had in this snack
I never really
segment.
listened to Nin too much.
Oh, really? No,
No.
that's okay. You weren't a fan of Live 105 in the 90s?
My brother
92.3
was.
KOME? Alright.
My brother was. I was listening to Wild 107.
Yeah, KMEL.
Yeah, sort of.
Hot
KML was too
97?
hip hoppy for me. Yeah, Hot 97.7.
Oh,
K-Don.
oh man, you're on your way to Watsonville. Anyways, so just as important as the meat and the cheese, Danelle, you have your cracker selection's got to be varied and dope. Those 2 things, varied and dope.
Yep.
And listen, I want to hear your opinion, but I don't want to hear any arguing. I believe that you have to have the
Wow.
Cars variety pack. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, of course.
The
That's the
water
brand.
crackers. You
Oh,
have to have
yeah.
that, right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. It's just
They're
too.
expensive,
Yeah,
but they make good crackers.
this is a party. We're splurging a little bit here. You can't
Yeah.
just put Ritz out. Ritz crumble up.
I know,
You
you do
know,
need the right kind of cracker. You need the right vessel for, like, if it's a hard cheese, a soft cheese, you don't want it to break when you're trying to dip it, or
exactly.
they're all
Yeah.
different. Yep.
I think you need some sort of fake toast cracker, preferably like the sweeter
Ooh.
ones. Trader Joe's has like that. It's like a fake cranberry thingamabob. It looks like a little
Oh,
Melba toast, but it's like, yeah, those are good.
I had some of those, not from there, but I went on a cruise with, well, not a cruise, but around the bay with my mom for Mother's Day, and they had some of those on there, and I had to ask. I'd never had them before, and I was like, "What are these?" And yeah, they're like cranberry
Yeah, yeah,
dark toast things, and I was like, "Oh man, they were so good."
they're really good. I think they have. I don't think they're good for you. So that's usually the case when things are really good. Just
Yeah.
don't read nutrition facts, and you'll be fine. Disclaimer: don't listen to me.
No, yeah, don't do that.
I'm going to be a little controversial here. I
Okay.
like to have wheat thins and Triscuits. All right,
Hmm.
like like
I usually
yeah.
don't on my boards.
Well, like if you're gonna get Triscuits, you should be also Ghetto Fab and buy some Alouette spread.
Oh,
Remember
I
Alouette?
love that
Like
stuff.
the cheaper
Yeah,
stuff, but
yeah. Look
anyone
like
can
that,
afford
Jeff.
that. I think the name brand stuff that you have it on the side. Yeah, I don't know.
Borzen.
Yeah. Sorry, you see that was controversial, wheat thins and Triscuits. But any crackers that you want to call out, or non bread or fruit that nobody's gonna touch, but we'll make it seem like they're being healthy because there's fruit around.
Mm,
maybe some melon. Prosciutto and melon is the
I know
shiznit.
that is a thing, but I don't like
You don't like
melon.
it? Oh my
I don't like
god.
melon.
Oh,
I don't like melons.
okay.
Except never mind. Um, except my
Rita,
heart.
I'm holding melons.
Um, I don't like watermelon. I don't like cantaloupe. I
What?
don't like uh
Honeydew?
honeydew. I don't like
What?
the melon. It all tastes like dirty water. I don't
Oh,
like.
colander water.
Yeah, I just don't like the melon family. I don't know why. I like watermelon juice and I like melon juice, but I don't actually like the actual like fruit.
Interesting. What about a Melona, the melon flavored pops ice cream popsicle thing? Oh,
What?
there's a
I
sort
have
of
no
like
idea what
a.
you're talking about.
Anyways, that's for another day. Okay. Um,
But no, so far I like what the board you've come up with. I don't have
nothing to add. Okay.
no.
No cauliflower. Why not? So I could probably eat an entire hand to myself, but I'm going to be a good boy and not do it. I will probably have too many beers and put my foot in my mouth at some point.
Oh no.
Sorry, that was just a joke.
I'd
I
I'd
can't
like to
actually,
see that.
can't actually do that. Maybe I could with enough yoga.
I was
But
just gonna say yoga. Yes.
yeah, I probably could actually. I'm just not going to do that on camera. Um, let me see, Jeff. Should I do that on camera or no? No. No. Maybe so.
Yeah, it'll
Anyways.
get views, right? I
Oh,
mean,
I didn't think about that. Oh, okay, yeah. Was that the
as long
voice?
as you're wearing, as long as you're wearing jeans, I guess. I don't want to look up into the shorts when you're trying to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Not going to happen. Um, so we've eaten our daily value of
Oh
everything
man.
from the nutritional level from the hors d'oeuvres part of the evening. So it's time to pair our snacks with the game because
Oh yeah,
we've
duh,
eaten our
I
game.
forgot.
I know.
You always get me so hooked into the snack that I forget there's a game that goes with it.
That's good. I think that's doing the job well then. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know. If anyone agrees with Danelle, write us at doubleshiftpod@gmail.com and let us know.
Yeah. Please
Um,
agree with me, because if not, I'll
yeah.
find you.
Why, yada. So our game today is Graveyard Keeper.
Oh,
This is a cozy game. It's a
sounds like you're walking
graveyard.
around.
You're doing a lot of walking around in a graveyard. It's a graveyard management sim.
Wait, what?
Who hasn't dreamed of managing their own graveyard one day, right? Maybe no one? All right.
Interesting.
Maybe just Jeff.
I like walking around graveyards. I've been to a lot of them.
Yeah, some of them are quite nice, actually.
The one
Père
in Santa
Lachaise
Cruz
in
is pretty
France.
spooky.
Yeah. Have you ever played Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, Danelle?
Oh, I know Harvest Moon. Yeah.
Okay. Basically like that, like those games, but, it's in a graveyard.
Interesting.
If the answer was yes, I've definitely played Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon, and you were excited about it, you probably have played Graveyard Keeper. We used to work with a lot of people who were very much fans of the cozy games and the spooky cozy games,
Oh.
and there was a handful of people that liked Graveyard Keeper.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't played this one,
Nope.
you'll probably like it if you like cozy management sims and that are spooky. And it does have a story. So you're some dude who gets hit by a car, and you wake up in this old-timey medieval goth-like setting, and somehow you own and run the graveyard. But you know that you're not from there, and you have this girl back in your time, and you're like, hey, yo, how do I get out of here? That's not what he actually says. He doesn't sound like...
Joey.
Yeah, like he's from New York, or like 70s Travolta, like, oh, how do I get home? Or he doesn't sound like any of the Sweat Hogs, in fact. I kind of wish that they did. The Sweat Hogs from Welcome Back, Kotter, Horseshack and Freddie Washington.
Oh.
You didn't watch Welcome Back, Kotter?
I
That's where
did.
70s Travolta's from. Well,
Yeah, but not too much. I didn't.
oh, I love that show. Nick at Night. Used to love it. Anyways,
Yeah.
not about 70s Travolta. It's about the graveyard. So you want to go back to where you're from, and then you figure out how to do it, but you have to help the locals with all their problems, and then they help you, and so on and so forth. And I won't spoil the ending, but the game doesn't really give you much of a tutorial. One of the first tasks that you get in the game is to dig up some guy, and his name is Jerry. And when you dig up Jerry's grave, he comes out. He's a big talking and bouncing skull head, and he comes out and he starts helping you.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh, I'm Jerry. How are you?" He didn't sound like that, but so thanks, Jerry. And then all of a sudden, this donkey brings you like dead bodies and then you take the dead bodies out of this, cart that the donkey pulls up, and you have to perform autopsies on them and do a bunch of stuff.
What a
Um,
jackass.
yeah.
Didn't. Yeah.
um, and then you have to do like autopsy the body and like figure stuff out, and then you have to go to the grounds and
Wow.
you have to bury them, and
Wow.
then your friend Jerry, the big talking skull guy, is going to be to help you throughout the whole time. Like,
Oh,
yeah, you got to do this,
I've
you got
met
to
a
do that.
skull guy.
Yeah. Can you make him sound like '70s Travolta? Can you do a '70s Travolta impression? Oh
I.
gosh. Oh gee.
Oh,
Oh.
gee.
There you go.
Oh, I'm here to help you. I don't know. I sounded like Goofy or something, Scooby Doo
Yeah,
or.
gosh.
Gosh.
It could be
I'm
it could be a goofy skull.
just gonna wear
You
this
know?
the entire time.
Yeah, wear that for the rest of the for the episode.
Ah, ah, ah.
Um, so, yeah, this game, everything I said is true. It's not just a random description of a game that doesn't seem like it exists. This exists. It's absurd that it exists. And listening
Yeah.
to me describe it could be mistaken for the ramblings of a madman, but nope, this is all part of the game. So, you also got to spend time to make the graveyard really nice, which takes a lot of
Oh.
time. So you can update. You can up. There's a church on site. You can update that.
Oh.
So people will come and they will tithe. Do you know what tithe is? They'll
Uh.
give the church money. They'll donate
Oh, there
money.
you go. Yeah, I was like, I figured that's what it was, but.
Yeah. So that you can do more upgrades to the church so that more people come,
Huh.
and then get more money, and then you can automate things. And there's zombies that will help you,
What?
Jerry's just bouncing around Jabberjaw the whole time. Yeah, and it's a decent game. It's got decent reviews. I think it's one of cozy games get really grindy. You're doing a lot
Yeah.
of the same thing over and over. Um, but that's what cozy games are, and it's spooky, obviously, and of course
Yeah.
it's adorable. The graphics are adorable. Like that Jerry
Oh.
bouncing skull guy. It's like I like that guy. I'd
Oh
hang
yeah,
out
how
with him.
come I didn't look this up? I usually like to look up images of things that you.
Yeah, that I talk about.
Yeah, I want to see the graveyard.
Graveyard Keeper.
Keeper.
Flagpole
Oh, oh
Sitta.
wow.
Yeah. And it's on the Switch, which is arguably the coziest system of them all,
I know.
because it allows you to curl up in a ball on a couch
Yeah.
next to a window. Danelle, your thoughts on Graveyard Keeper and Zombie Hand Salami?
10 out of 10 for that salami hand. I'll tell you what. I want to make one now. I wish I was having a Halloween party this year now, because that's one of my favorite things is decorating themes and themed foods and themed drinks and all that kind of stuff. So
You don't have to have friends for that. I mean, look at me. Look at all these boo and
wow.
pumpkin, and I'll make a zombie hand for myself. I don't give a I don't give a
That's
shite.
true too. But the game is very interesting. I kind of want to play it. Like I said, I
Right.
do like graveyards.
Yeah. You
But
have your own now.
yeah, that's true. Don't want to have to
Right.
go anywhere. But I do like going places. But
Yeah.
eh,
You're always
I don't
going.
know.
You're really going places in life.
I am. I'm going up in life from now here
Right.
on out.
Me too. Look.
Moving on up from the east side, 'cause I hate the east side
Oh man.
of the bay. I know I shouldn't say that. People are gonna hate me now. I
You
know.
offended Jeff. Oh man. Good. Sorry, I should have clapped. But anyway. All right. Well, now it is time to move on to Rapido Fire. Fire.
Is it
Fire.
really?
It never is. I'm gonna make you do stuff today, Danelle, like I always do, but we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna leave you alone. We today are going to design a cozy game. Which
Uh-oh.
we could just sit here and sing the Gilmore Girls theme song and like say the name of the show is Gilgore Girls, and that would make it spooky, and
Oh
then we would
my
be done with
God.
it. Are you a Gilmore Girls fan?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
I know of it, but I.
Very cozy show. Listen, very fall-y and cozy show. But let's not do that. Let's design a game using what we've learned about cozy games, and then basically what I'll do, Danelle, is we'll do like the Mad Lib thing. So I'll give you
Oh,
something. You'll give me something back, and we'll be
I
like, all
like
right.
that. We did this before.
Yes, it seems to be a good formula. Game designers, if you're out there, listen, take it, run with it, create it. Give us credit because we're going to copyright the heck out of this. Jeff is hard at work right now on our copyrights and our studio.
You look like Millie Vanilli right now, by the way. Sorry.
Who, me?
Jeff.
Well,
I don't know, whatever he was doing reminded me
was
of.
he dancing and lip syncing?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah,
Blame
man.
it on the. Blame
Girl,
it
you
on
know
my
it's
feet.
true. Hey, man.
It's funny you would talk about Mad Libs though, because I was going through my Halloween stuff from last year and I found a Thanksgiving Mad Libs that I had
Hmm.
found because we had everybody over here for Thanksgiving and I thought it would be kind of cool to have them on all the tables for everyone just to kind of like talk and mingle. And I'm going to be bringing it back out this year because,
Nice. Because you still have them, and nobody
yeah,
used them. Yeah.
we used one of the books. I had
Okay.
like I had them on like three different tables. Only like one of them, and I mean it's not. It's obviously there are more than one in there, so there's a
Yeah.
bunch to choose from. But
Mad Libs, not Mad Lib.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
Mad Lib.
Yeah.
But yeah. All
That's
right,
what
I'm ready.
all the people in Berkeley are Mad Libs. Anyways.
Wow.
We want change. Sorry. That was really dumb. But so what we've learned about cozy games, especially spooky ones, is that they're often strange. There's crafting. There's usually townspeople. It's old timey, and I don't know. There's probably leaves. There's probably leaves somewhere
Oh,
involved in
like
there.
these.
Yeah, exactly. Look at those Levi's. Levi's jeans.
Am I wearing Levi's?
I don't know. It's
I
like the
don't know.
fourth time that jeans have come up in this episode randomly. It's quite odd. Look at those Levi's. All right.
Leave me
Um,
alone.
I need you to give me a setting or a location. Danelle. It could be like a forest. It could be a graveyard. It could be a church or an island. Where are we going to be today?
A waterfall.
A waterfall. We live in a waterfall. Um, and so this town centers around the waterfall.
Yep.
Give me a name for a town. Could be something Bill, you know,
Um.
Townville, City Place, USA.
Um. Frankenville.
Frankenville. Oh, nice. All right. The town of Frankenville will never be the same once the waterfall does something that we don't know yet. Um, Give me something that's like a secret or a mystery. What's plaguing or haunting this town? Anything. It could just be corruption. It could, you don't have to go into it. It could be a word, or you could go into it. Give me a secret or a mystery.
Disappearances of children.
Child's gone. I don't want to spell this.
Child God.
Uh,
Actually, it's funny because when I was looking up the zombie hand, I didn't want to type out charcuterie board, so I just typed in zombie hand food.
Oh.
I didn't want to type in charcuterie
Yeah.
either.
the,
I don't know how to
the
spell
internet
that
has
word.
adapted to us not wanting to be as verbose as we used to. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you mean zombie charcuterie board? Yes. um, so this one might be easy. Give me a spooky character. You kind of did with the name of the town, Frankenville. Do we want to go with a Frankenstein type of monster?
Yeah, if we can do that.
Franken
Good old
monster.
Frankie.
Yeah. Give me an occupation. Any occupation.
Doctor.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh gosh, maybe
That
that's why.
exists.
I don't know. Maybe we should change
Nope.
it.
Nope. We're going with Dr. Frankenstein, and we'll don't worry, we'll work around it. Give me one cozy task, like for example, like I need to borrow butter to make my dreadful apple pie.
What?
Give me a task. Just give me any task. Like,
Oh, a task.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, they shredding paper. Is that a task?
Yeah, exactly. Shredding papers.
I don't know why that popped in my head. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're almost done here. Give me any type of pet. It doesn't have to be a cat. It could be a dragon.
goat.
A book.
Goat.
A goat. A goat. A goat. Okay. A goat that reads books. Say a funny word.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I know you're not going to spell that though.
The goat's name is that.
Oh god.
And finally, just give me a special item or a tool that you might find in your garage or tool shed.
A sawzall.
What? Sawzall. All right. So, we are in the town of Frankenville, where all the children of Frankenville have gone missing once they visited the mystic waterfall at the edge of town. Every time a child visits the mystic waterfall at the edge of Frankenville, they are gone. And our protagonist, Dr. Frankenstein, has moved to this town because it was called Frankenville, let's be honest. And
Yeah.
he's opening up his new doctor practice, and he catches wind of all these children disappearing. And so he has to figure out why these children are disappearing and how he's going to get them back. And in order to get information, he'll not only have to do his doctor duties, but he has to help the townspeople with things such as shredding paper or baking an apple pie to get more information about why these children are disappearing and what the cause of it is and how he's going to get them back. Armed with his special magical sawzall and his best friend and pet goat Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, he walks around town. He gathers things so he can do some crafting to help the citizens out of Frankenville and ultimately figure out together why the children have gone missing and how we're going to get them back. It's the coziest game for the Switch 2 that's coming out this year, and it's a double shift production designed by Danelle, engineered by Jeff, and narrated by T.I. of hip hop fame, as well as who else did we sing today? 9 Inch Nails with a soundtrack by 9 Inch Nails and T.I.
Ooh, that would work, I think.
Together at last, 9 Inch Nails and T.I. for The Mystery of the Missing Children of Frankenville. Nope, don't like that name. The Mystery of Frankenville. There we go.
Yep.
What do you think?
Oh, it's okay. I could have done better.
Oh.
I like your little.
You like what I did?
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I like the words in between.
Okay, good. No, you did it like listen.
Queen.
I think it's fun. People like Frankenstein. It's like, even though I know in the Frankenstein story, like Frankenstein the monster is not the doctor, but this is Frankenstein the monster who became a doctor.
Yeah.
Eventually, and he's like, you know what? I'm tired of being a monster and chased by townspeople with pitchforks and torches. I'm going to move to this place that happens to be called Frankenville, and I'm going to open up my doctor's practice. And clearly, this town's going to be just a cozy town with no mysteries or missing children. And then he moves there, and he's like, "What?" And so, but he's a good guy, and he helps out the town find the missing children with his pet goat, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah. Wow. Well.
My Echo just said something to me, which is very ominous. All right.
What did it say?
I don't know. It was just like, stop talking. All right. Danelle,
Mikey,
what have we learned today? What have you learned? I learned nothing.
I, like always learn something from you. I had no idea there was a genre of cozy games.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing to me as music subgenres, because I know people that are really into music and they start telling me about all these subgenres, and that's a thing? Like, I don't know. It just seems like there's just so many subgenres of everything that I'm just really unaware of. I'm a very mainstream person.
Right.
So if it's not, I mean, although I guess would say cozy games probably are mainstream, but still, I didn't know there's a name for some of these things. So you taught me about the cozy game genre and how you can be cozy and creepy at the same time. I didn't think that was possible.
It's so possible. There's endless. If you go on Steam and you type in cozy and then you type in spooky or whatever, you'll find a list. Or if you go to Google's,
I just might have to.
Cozy spooky games, you'll get a list of stuff. Yeah, and I think you'll like a lot of it. All right. Well, I guess hopefully we have enough time to get to our main topic, which was the.
Oh yeah, what was it?
It was the intro of the show, Northern Exposure, because we like moose.
Yeah.
Jeff, do we have time for?
Moose.
Jeff, are you cutting me off by playing our theme song, signifying that we have no more time left? All right.
Moose have 4 horns or antlers or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. But this is like the Uncle Joey.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Bucky. Well, but we don't have time to talk about moose. So it's time to say goodbye, Danelle.
Goodbye, Danelle.
And with that, we will do our special spooky double shift toast. May your gamer score be heavy, and your backlog be moose. May your moose connection be spooky, and your moose precision tight. May your Joy-Cons be as mighty as the moose, but never should they drift. For all you QA ghost moose pirates out there, you'll survive. Yarr! Double shift moose. Later, Hosen.
What does a moose sound like?
Yeah. Sounds like T-Rex. Yeah.
Oh. Wow, really? Wow! What's that from?
Bullwinkle.
Yes, Bullwinkle. Oh my god.